Alright, hey, what up, guys? It's Lynn, Haruto, whatever the fuck you want to call me. I wanted to talk about how blank scoping works. So, okay. Hey, don't worry, I was practicing earlier, don't worry. So, a blank scope is technically just a quick scope, but it's a lot faster than your normal quick scope, so like, that's a blank scope. So, the key on how to do this is, well, not the key, but just get better at the game in general and how aggressive sniping works. You basically, essentially want to make sure your target is in front of your reticle. Yeah, of course, it's on every sniper, it's on every gun. Make sure your reticle is on the fucking thing. But your reticle is probably the most crucial part about quick blank scoping. So, a blank scope, like I just said, is basically that. And within the time of when your character starts to look through the scope, there's a small delay. I'll replay this in slow motion, but there's a small delay on when you look through the scope and then you actually be in the scope. So ADS, and then you can see how your FOV, the area around you, starts to close in on the target. See, before you reach your reticle. That's the main part of how you blank scope. So, I know there's a lot of you that say, oh, what if like my inaccuracy or the accuracy penalty is inconsistent? Don't worry. Blank scoping is 100% accurate. I can guarantee you that. Don't worry. See, like, just like that. Now look at me hip firing. There is no accuracy penalty if you blank scope. So, again, I'll show you again. See, so don't worry. You can start off slow. It doesn't really matter. So, here, just look at me. You can start off slow. Just do a regular quick scope. Just don't worry about it. Just do a regular quick scope. Don't worry. Now, since I recommend like at least under 2 seconds, you know, just like that. But just practice your quick scoping. Honestly, you're sniping, for God's sakes. You're gonna miss a lot. Just don't worry, okay? But dead ass, seriously, just practice a lot. Now, when you get this down, and when you feel comfortable enough, you should start doing these. On when you're not even reaching your reticle. You're in the scope, but your reticle doesn't show up. Just like that. Your reticle doesn't show up till like a split second. So, just don't worry, okay? Okay, now, I'd say, I'm on my sensitivity is 25 in-game soldier sensitivity. And I'm on 1200 DPI on my mouse, which is kind of average, I'd say, honestly, but doesn't really matter. You play how you play, I don't really care. Anyway, just practice on your quick scoping, because that's probably the most important thing. Your quick scoping and your reticle is probably the most important thing. The two most important things. And then I'd say the third most important is probably your timing and your sniper. Your sniper is probably the most crucial, I'd say. I use the SV98 because it's pretty darn good at CQC, but the CS5 or the M98B, JNG, the CSLR4, M40, the L1, the AWP, AWM, whatever the fuck you want to call it, L115, pretty much any sniper is pretty good. But that's all personal preference. Now you're saying, why use this 6 times? That's probably the most ugliest fucking scope. No, this. I don't think the scope should matter, honestly, because you're just quick scoping. But the 6 times is actually pretty darn good for quick scopes and CQC sniping. But yeah, this is pretty much the tutorial on how to blank scope. Honestly, just make sure the target is in front of your reticle. Just ADS, quick scope, and then once you get comfortable, you can start doing. You can start blank scoping. So yeah, that's basically the tutorial on how to blink scope and how to be comfortable. Again, I'll say this again. Make sure your FOV starts to close in before your scope, you scope in. Because look. Okay. You guys got me? Yeah? Alright, now, don't subscribe, don't